Hello guys, it's Joe Messenger. Today I have a Beyblade video. Finally we're getting to the next ranking video for dual layers. It's been a while. I will say this might not be the most interesting ranking video because I feel like dual layers, there's just not a lot to them. It's just kind of going to be a list of my favorites based on appearance almost, and that's kind of all there is to it. Once we get to the next series of God and anything after, they should be more interesting because I also have gimmicks to talk about. This time they're just kind of here. So starting off with number 25, my least favorite dual layer, Holy Horrorsuit. This bay, I guess I could just say the full name, Holy Horrorsuit Upper Claw. This bay just doesn't really have a lot going for it. The layer, it looks fine, but upper, I mean, I guess, but why is the stamina disc claw? Sure. I don't know, this bay just, it's here. It's fine. I just don't have much else to say about it. It's just kind of okay. Number 24. Beast Behemoth Heavy Hold. I don't know why I've never liked this layer. The color's nice, but something about this kind of top design, like this 5-sided design, and the underneath doesn't match up with that at all. I don't know why, that just always bothered me. It just doesn't look that cool in my opinion. Also heavy, sure, hold this, whatever. This bay doesn't seem that bad, but for some reason I just don't like it that much. I don't want to put it at the worst spot, but it's not too far off, honestly. It's just kind of another bay that I feel like it exists, and that's fine, but I don't have much else to say about it. 23. Unlock Unicorn Down Needle. To me, this layer feels like a downgrade from the original. The original was kind of cool. This one's way too rigid and weird. It's supposed to be a defense layer. It does not seem like it. It seems like a balance layer. What happened? I also liked the painted disc for the original. I think it just worked well with the color scheme. Not having it, I don't know how to feel about that. Needle's fine, but everything else, I don't know. This bay just seems like such a big downgrade from the original, in my opinion, that maybe I could put it above the next couple bays, but I just don't want to, because again, it just doesn't seem as cool as the first one. Number 22, probably a controversial one. Wild Wyvern Vertical Orbit. Vertical's fine in comparison to something like Armed. Orbit's actually pretty cool. I just do not like this layer, man. It's just not cool to me. Purple's nice, but I don't know. Just something about this layer with this kind of design, with like these two parts here. For some reason, it just seems not wyvern enough, if that makes sense. I don't know. Just something about kind of having this focus on two parts here. I don't know why. I've just never... It's not even like... It shouldn't be that bad. I should probably like this more than I do, but it just never vibed with me for some reason. So it ends up being a very, very low. Number 21. Quad Quetzalcoatl Jerk Press. Press, pretty whatever. Jerk is interesting. I kind of like it. Quad Quetzalcoatl, it looks kind of basic. It's okay. This color, though, is not the best. I don't know. It looks better on camera, actually, but this bay is just kind of weird. I don't know how to feel about it. It just, to me, feels like kind of a standard bay, but with a not great color scheme. It's unique, I guess, for that, but I don't know. Again, it's just... It's okay, but the color scheme to me kind of drops it, so, yeah. Number 20, probably another controversial one. I have a couple of controversial ones up here. Anyway. Victory Valkyrie Boost Variable. Variable's fine. Boost, I don't care for. The layer itself is pretty cool. I guess I'm just not the biggest variable fan either. Variable's okay. I don't like boost much, but yeah. This bay just feels very mixed to me. I think the layer does look pretty nice, though. Honestly, I like a lot of dual layers, so I don't have much to say about these lesser ones. I think they're fine, and that's kind of it. Or I guess mixed, depending. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Nothing too crazy, though. Number 19. Fang Fenner Boost Jaggy. Boost isn't the best. Jaggy is fine. I don't know why, I just really like this layer though. It looks kind of basic, and I mean it is, but there's just something about it that just kind of seems kind of nice. Color scheme's cool. I don't know, it just kind of feels like one of the most standard bays out there, but for some reason I just kind of like it, so here it is. I have nothing else to say about this thing other than, for some reason, it's not like one of the worst, and it probably should be, but it's not. Number 18. Inferno Ifrit Magnum Liner. I don't care for Magnum that much, it's okay. It just seems like an Excalibur type disc, and it's not an Excalibur here. The layer looks cool, I like the color. Liner's just weird. I like it though, but it's weird. I don't know. This bay, I actually like this bay quite a bit. I just kind of like the other bays better, is all. I don't know, maybe Magnum dropped this thing a little bit too much for me, and I think Liner's maybe a little too weird. But yeah. Unfortunately, it is pretty low, especially with the whole meme of a Magma Ifrit just not being a Takatomi Bay. I thought maybe I'd like this thing more after that, but yeah, not really. That's that though. It's alright, it's pretty cool. I like the layer a lot. Driver's decent. Well, kind of not decent, but a meme, so yeah. Coming in at number 17, another controversial one. Dark Death Scyther, Force Jaggy. Force is decent, Jaggy is decent. The layer's cool. That's kind of why it's just down so far, is because I think the layer's cool, but the other parts are just kind of okay. It's a neat bay though. Definitely one of the cooler layers, but yeah. Nothing too crazy overall, and again, these parts are just kind of whatever. The layer's nice, but yeah. Probably the last really big controversial one. Number 16. Lost Longinus 9 Spiral. 9 is whatever, but it's blue, so it's kind of neat. Spiral kind of sucks, honestly. But this layer's pretty nice. I do like it quite a bit. The metal's nice. It's the first real left spin bay. I like it. It's cool. I just like 15 other bays better. I think a lot of it has to do with the parts, but you know what? It's a neat bay. So yeah, that's all. Number 15. Nova Neptune Vertical Trans. Vertical is decent. Nova Neptune's layer. I actually like Neptune, the original one, better. Looks okay though. I like how this wave pattern it has going on here though. It's neat. However, Trans is the first mode change driver. It's kind of cool with how it works. But where's the... There you go. Changes modes. Honestly, kind of cool. First mode change driver. Kind of just a cool bay in general, honestly. But not too crazy, so I'm going to leave it a bit lower on the list. Rounding out the bottom half of the list at number 14, Mad Minotaurs Quarter Quake. This layer looks a little bit weird. I like it that it's brown though, because it's unique and not terrible looking. Layer itself is decent looking. I just really do prefer the random layer collection version versus like teal, the clear plastic. Looks alright though. Quarter, dark purple, which is weird, but fitting disc. Quake is a fitting driver. Yeah, it's just a pretty nice evolution of Minotaurs, and I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah, not bad. Dead center of the list, number 13, Rising Ragnarok Gravity Revolve. I think this layer is decent. It's not my favorite, but it's still pretty nice. I also do like orange a lot, so that's always good. But Gravity is a really cool disc, and I really like the Revolve driver a lot, so yeah, honestly, kind of just gets up here because I like the disc and driver a lot. Layer's not bad though, but overall, it's just a pretty cool bay. I think I'm just speeding through these things, but whatever, it's fine. I think it'd be easier to watch a quick video, or not quick, but a less descriptive dual layer ranking that's like 15 minutes long than a like 40-minute analysis on each one. That's just, it's not something we need to do. Anyway, starting off the top half of the list with number 12, Psychic Phantom Polish Weight. Cool layer. I like the idea of kind of the red and blue here. It's a nice looking layer design. Polish is a cool disc. Weight is a decent driver. Overall, a pretty nice bay. Wish we kind of got more with it. Never appeared in the anime or anything. Definitely an undervalued one, I would say. So yeah, really cool. Coming in at number 11, we have Storm Spriggan Knuckle Unite. Probably just the most solid bay overall. But yeah, I think this layer just looks really nice. The knuckle disc is pretty solid. Unite driver is neat. I just think this bay is just very, very solid. That's kind of why it's here. Don't want to put it above the next 10 bays because I really like all of them. But I just think of every other bay lower than it, yeah, it kind of just beats it by just kind of sheer quality. So yeah, though I do wish the teeth were a little better. But I'm not ranking these guys on how good they are. But yeah, the teeth are pretty bad. Cool though. Now we get to the top 10. Number 10 is Gaia Quarter Quake. Really nice looking layer. I always liked how this looked with the sides here. These parts look cool. One of my favorite dual layers. However, the quarter disc is nice. I like the idea behind it. Fusion, not a big fan. However, the bay is just really cool in general. I think the layer definitely carries this thing. It's a nice bay overall, though. I just wish maybe it had a different driver. If they used Unite on this thing would be like top 5. But yeah. Overall, pretty good. Number 9, Obelisk Odin Triple Extreme. Another just really solid one. Well, I guess more just good, but yeah. Obelisk Odin, really, really cool looking layer. I like how it looks a lot. The swords are nice. Shuriken are nice. Really cool. Triple is a neat disc. Nothing crazy, but it's still nice. Extreme, of course, is a classic driver. Looks cool here. I just like this bay quite a bit. Wish I could put it higher, though, but again, there's just some other bays I like more. So, yeah. Obelisk Odin. Coming in at number 8, we have Zillion Zeus Infinity Weight. Infinity is just a nice solid disc. Weight is a decent driver. Zillion Zeus just looks really cool. I like how the clear plastic on this thing is kind of a darker clear plastic. Also has the metal balls on the layer. The first ever real layer gimmick, actually, is this. Kind of crazy. Just a cool bay overall. It looks great. Honestly, yeah, they knew what they were doing with this thing. It just looks really cool. I like it a lot. Not much else to say about it. Alright, number 7. Yale Jormungand Infinity Cycle. One of the just random bays, but it just looks cool. I like this layer. The color's nice. Just cool overall. Nothing too crazy, but it's cool. Infinity is an alright disc. Cycle, I like this. I don't know, I just like this driver. You could mess with it. That's fun. Honestly, just a cool bay overall. Interesting. Not as talked about, but I think it's definitely a cool one. So, yeah. Pretty nice. Number 6. Kaiser Kerbius Limited Press. Limited is an alright disc. Press is a decent driver. That's kind of what keeps this thing so low, is I don't think the parts are phenomenal. They're cool enough, but not crazy. But I really like the Kaiser Kerbius layer a lot. Top looks cool. And I just like this chain thing going on underneath. You could really see it like this. Just the chains. Such a cool bay. Like the layer, like the parts are decent enough. They're fine. They work well enough to get this thing to 6. But like, this layer is crazy. I also like the color of it a lot. So yeah, cool bay. Number 5, probably one of the least talked about bays. And also just kind of, it's in my top 5. I like this thing a lot. Exceed Evil Eye Gravity Atomic. Yes, it has atomic. Was released during the God era, but I don't care. Atomic is very cool. Gravity, also very cool disc. This layer design is great. Probably the most consistently very good bay on this whole list. I like this thing a lot. I do like 4 bays better, but man, this thing is just so cool. Exceed Evil Eye. Wish they did more with this bay. They called it Evil Eye. I hope that they were going to do more with it. It never appeared in the anime or the manga. Fun. I don't know why, but yeah, they really should have done more with this bay, honestly. It's a really nice bay. Both evolutions are great, but yeah, they never did anything with it. Unfortunate. Moving on to number 4, to Baldur Bumper Bite, the Rare Bay Get Battle Dual Layer Bay. This layer just looks really nice with the gold and the blue. Bumper's a neat disc and it's blue, that's always cool. Bite Driver, Rubber Ball. This bay's just like meant to be good. Of course it's gonna look cool. Not quite my top few of them, but later, well, it's like its top 5, but still. Not my favorite of all of them, but it is definitely close. I don't know. This is before gold was overplayed, and I think the gold on this thing actually looks really nice. Kind of almost has like a natural shine to it, which is cool. I like this thing a lot, though. Very, very cool bay. Yeah, gold and blue is a nice color scheme. Wish we saw more. We saw a lot of gold and red and stuff like that, but gold and blue is nice. Coming in at number 3. Xenocalibur Magnum Impact. Magnum is a decent disc, but works well for Excalibur Impact. Okay, it's okay, but not really too great. And then the Xenocalibur layer. Man, this is a nice layer. I really like this thing a lot. It's in a league of its own. The parts hold it back a little bit though, but it's just such a cool looking bay overall. Hard to disagree with this thing being very, very high up in terms of a cool list, which is just kind of my personal ranking and how I'm doing it. So yeah, very nice. Number 2, runner-up, another bay that is not talked about very much. Acid Anubis Yale Orbit. Orbit is a very cool driver. Yale actually is a really cool disc. I like how it kind of pairs up with the layer here. And the Acid Anubis layer, man, the gold and blue is back, but I like this thing even more. Has an Egyptian theme going on. It's just cool. Like, I don't know how you get much better than this. Like, it's number 2 on the list. Hard to beat. Like, this thing just looks crazy. It was the last dual layer release, not counting, like, the stock count was for Exceed Evil Eye, Minotaurs, but yeah. Since the layers were already released by that point, but this is the last new dual layer. Yeah, and they definitely did it justice. It looks great. Number 1, my favorite dual layer. Another one that I don't hear much about, but I really like a lot, and that is Jaeger Yggdrasil Gravity Yielding. Gravity is probably the best dual layer disc. Yielding is a really cool looking driver, like the yellow. The pink is nice, it's POM. Very, very cool. First time we ever saw POM as well. And then the layer, the green, and like the lime green, the gold. This bay just looks nice. I guess it's not lime green, it's like emerald green, whatever. It just looks really great. Like, look at this thing. It's just such a nice design bay. Really cool stamina type. I just like this thing a lot, honestly. I don't know what it is. Like, I mean, you could probably say Excalibur or Anubis, Baldur or Evil Eye. You could argue they're definitely cooler, I guess, but something about this bay just makes it my favorite. I don't know why. It just looks so cool. Yeah, again, also the POM is really cool as well. But yeah, there you go. That's my dual layer ranking. Not the most descriptive video. Honestly, these bays are hard to talk about. They're older. They don't have a lot to them. I did my best, but again, I know it's not going to be the completely just the most phenomenal video in terms of descriptions, but I wanted to do the ranking anyway for consistency. I hope it ended up being okay enough at least. But yeah, that's it. After this, they should be more interesting. I have god abilities and just gimmicks in general to talk about now. That'll help me a lot with these videos to make them more fun. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the god one now. I'm glad this is done with, because I'm not going to lie, I was not looking forward to this video, but they're all ranked now. It's done. We're good. That's that. Anyways, that's all for this video, so thanks for watching, and bye-bye.